Long ago, deep in the Appalachian Files, a group of drunken misfits joined forces to play Dungeons & Dragons. Inspired by boredom and equipped with loose morals and a questionable understanding of the rules, our heroes venture forth to explore strange new lands. So gather up your dice, your manuals, and your qualihoons, and join us on a quest to make absolute fools of ourselves. This is Botched, a D&D podcast. Previously on
We went to the dream world, and we got some kind of multiple bicycle thing, I don't know, and it killed our friend. And then we ate him.
What's the bike? The bike ate him.
The bike ate him through his entrails.
I have a chicken.
Ass first, like a dog would. To the corpse of a pig.
All right, welcome back, listeners, to the 19th episode of our 4th season. Thanks so much for tuning in again.
Yep, you now have to do that for the rest of the episode. And season. Nope.
It's fine.
It's your new DM voice.
I could do it. Yeah, so your friend Dixon just died. A horrible biking accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been torn to pieces. His corpse is being dragged behind the bike as his intestines are pulled out. Now the bike's just getting all kind of like caught up because it's in the chains.
Yeah,
it's a mess.
We should probably stop and clean it out.
Maybe.
We can just pedal harder and it'll eventually solve itself.
What are you talking about? We need to loot the body.
If we're not going to leave it for the stray dogs to eat,
No, we can leave we're not taking the body
so they
with
can
it.
avenge their brothers.
No, we're taking his stuff.
Oh, okay.
What kind of stuff did you have?
Give me your shotgun.
Shotgun.
All right.
He
With
erased
shotgun
it all.
shells.
Oh, wait, if we're in the dream world, we'll get it from his body in the real world. We don't need his dream body.
Give me your porn phone.
I need his dream body.
Give me your porn phone.
Dream body.
Now he's got the body he always dreamed of.
It's got a nice beach bod.
Finally lost some weight.
Cut in half with his entrails all over the ground.
What the shit?
That's how he always wanted to go.
What the shit?
You having fun reading my character sheet there?
Yeah, that's great.
At least there's no coffee stains on it anymore.
Okay, so I'm gonna give
Coffee finds a way.
Jackson, Montana.
Yes.
His whip.
We are in the
no.
dream world.
You can have two
Those are
whips.
Now I'm
physical
double whipping.
things.
You can whip as they nay. Kvrty, you're getting a shotgun.
When we wake up, I will get it because it's in the physical world, and this is the dream world.
Yeah, but we can use it.
I'm going to imagine myself a better shotgun
Okay.
from the dream world. Wisdom,
Yes.
I got a 19.
So you imagine yourself a longer barreled shotgun. Not the.
Pump action?
Yeah, it's more of a pump action.
Yes.
Yeah, that one is more of a static damage as opposed to the other one where it's more.
Dynamic.
Yeah.
Mine's
Slug,
for
not
kicking down
spread.
doors in World War II. One.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
like a slug, not a
yeah,
spread.
this is more like a
not
slug.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, do a perception check for me.
Everybody.
Yeah.
15.
That's a natural 20.
We mark that down.
Where's perception?
That'd be a natural 20 for John.
Got an 18.
Okay.
Dick Nipples did.
Your
You-
name is Montana.
All notice that. So you guys stopped the bike, or you didn't stop it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you all notice while you're just sort of parked there with your weird bike / child Jeep thing that you concocted before, that the whole world seems to be changing. It happened pretty soon after Dixon died. The sky's changing color. Before it was like these weird purples and oranges and reds. Now it's turning more black and
Droopy.
darker reds and some other colors that you have never
Burgundy.
seen before.
Burgundy.
The landscape is also changing as the ground is shifting upwards and downwards. The islands where they were have like rotated a bit. So where you were going has moved a little, but also all the landscape has changed. So the trees that were a little strange are now almost opposite, where the roots of the thing that are sticking out the top
and it's the leaves and stuff that are underneath. Like everything is,
This entire existence is
Warped.
on acid.
yeah, everything's warped and different.
Richard, I've never seen that color before. It's like if cheese were a color and you could smell it with your eyeballs. Don't you agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Kvrty, that color is called chartreuse.
It's melting my brain.
I have a doctorate in art history.
Chartreuse cheddar.
What you say is chartreuse cheddar, I see
Yes.
as Limburger red.
He took color theory.
You took color theory.
It's very important in 1932.
There you go.
Ironically, the color of blue cheese is actually yellow.
Okay. So,
Slightly.
okay.
The blonde is blue.
Bleh.
Bleh.
Bleh cheese.
Yeah.
Bleh.
So,
Yeah, but the Stilton is brown.
it takes about 5 minutes for the entire world to stop changing and shifting, but the weather has also changed. It's now colder, a little windier. Before it was just sort of like a average of like 70-ish degrees, but now it's a little blustery. It's not snowing or anything, but I would say it's probably dropped to about 40-something degrees outside. And
It's
a little
fall in
windy.
Dreamland.
Yeah, you don't really see leaves
If
or
the
anything
sky
like
was
that, so-
melting.
I summon us all some winter coats.
Okay.
I don't.
It's more like a nightmare in Dreamland.
Do we have to awaken the dreamer?
The moon
Well,
also
s-
looked like it got even closer. Because before the
Shit.
moon was close, but now
It's
it's even
Majora's
closer.
Mask.
Vajoran's mask mixed with the Wailing Caverns.
But there are also some weird other planets that are different colors that are just sort of around.
Plus Outland.
Well, let's pedal harder.
Okay.
We got to get to that city.
Good night, sweet prince. We'll miss you.
Just-
Dixon.
Cut the tubes and let them go.
Hold on. I read in a book once that the customary goodbye to a friend in a mystical world is to spit upon them.
Ted. Ted, I need you to spit on him.
I want
Animal
to.
handling to make Ted the chicken spit on him.
The chickum.
I botched.
No, we need our chickum. Our psychic chickum.
That's right. It does.
Spin chicken with psychic brain. He starts eating his entrails.
So you are trying to position the chickum
Yeah.
to Chief Chickum
Yes.
to spit,
Mhm.
but like it's being real wonky, and you accidentally
Oh,
snap its neck.
I'm gonna try and bring him back to life. I don't. I rolled a
First
2.
starts to spit on the chicken.
Goodbye, Ted the chicken.
That skin-covered chicken. Does he say goodbye with his final moments as
just-
a psychic chicken?
He's just twitching.
I spit on the chicken as I throw him on the ground. I go, well,
You choked the chicken and you
did.
spit on it.
I did. It's been a long time, so it was a little rough. I'm not as gentle as I used to be.
Spit on the dry chicken while you choke it.
Sheila always
It
did
did have
that.
mange, from what I remember.
It had like cooked chicken skins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
was
bird, it
fried.
can't have mange.
Fucking nutmeg. You can't have mange.
Nutmeg?
Nutmeg?
I heard
Nutmeg?
nutmeg too.
Squeezing him with nutmeg.
That's the wrong spice. For
It had
chicken.
nutmeg.
Well, should we stuff our companion with a fried chicken then? And imagine a wolf pack maybe to eat him?
A dick
I-
ducking?
Damn it, you took it. I was waiting for my way. God damn it.
That's not your character
I
anymore.
hated all
I
of you.
heard that's the custom when two people die at once in a mystical place.
Put them in
Stuff-
together.
You stuff one into the other.
And feed them to a pack of wild dogs.
That you've imagined.
Let there be no waste.
I don't summon wild dogs.
Okay.
No, but I do want to imagine maybe when we pedal next time, we go a lot faster than we would be actually pedaling.
Okay.
If I got a 10,
Yeah, no. You're just gonna pedal. So if you take back off, and if you've forgotten, this is sort of like a 4-way bike with a Jeep, but like a...
We unattached
Toy
the toy
Jeep?
Jeep
Okay.
because Ted the chicken's dead now.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't need it anymore.
Gotcha.
perhaps we could try to imagine a different vehicle now that we have only 3 of us.
How about if we all collectively like hold hands and kumbaya imagine it to be a 3-person vehicle?
So
like a motorcycle with a sidecar.
Yeah.
Is there a skill that we're using?
Wisdom.
We're using
Wisdom.
wisdom.
So
They probably
You
like
get a
be
plus 2
proficient in
to
it.
it as well
Yeah.
because of the fact that you know it's a dream.
can we be? Is any of us proficient in this so we get assist?
not
wisdom's
proficient in
one of my
wisdom
saving
checks.
throws.
As far as if you're pulling together your stuff, basically it's going to be whoever rolls the best, and that's the one you'll use.
Okay,
All
So
right.
it's
let's do that.
triple advantage.
Everyone
Plus two.
imagine a 3-wheeled vehicle of some kind.
I got an 18.
I got a 19.
I 17. 19
What
it
sort
is.
of 3-wheeled vehicle would you like to
For
imagine?
motorcycle.
A third person.
A motorcycle with a sidecar that has 2 seats on the bike
Okay, so 2-seated motorcycle with a sidecar.
with a sidecar.
Okay. Anything
With-
else special about it or no?
Off-road
There's-
wheels.
And there's a gun on the sidecar, and a button. When you push it, it gives it wings, so it can drive off a cliff and glide, maybe.
I just imagined some helmets.
And
What'd you
also
get?
the
I got a 17.
You could, yeah, you got
some-
helmets.
You get a couple style helms.
sidecar has maybe like a, you know how the boats have like the carvings on the front of them?
Yes.
Maybe like an iguana carved out of brass coming out the front of the sidecar.
Sure.
If that's what you
A
want.
ferocious iguana.
Sure.
The most dangerous animal.
After your motorcycle has materialized along with the helmets, the world starts to change again a little bit, and everything starts to get darker and colder, and the ground almost becomes like oatmeal. Like soupy but thick.
We gotta go.
So the dreamer's having a stroke.
We have to go now.
Get on your magacycle and ride.
Goes faster if you make that
Bad
noise.
hombres.
So-
Should I imagine flames on it too?
I'm proficient in driving, so I'll take the wheel.
Yep.
Yes.
Well,
Where are you guys
Handlebars.
heading? Do you remember, or do you need a refresher in terms of
We were
what
heading
the places are?
to the closest village?
So the closest, so there wasn't, everything was sort of equidistant. You
They're-
had your choices.
They're going to like the largest population center, maybe.
Were we going
Well, it was tough
left?
to tell from how far away you guys were.
Were we
But
going left?
I thought you guys were going west.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is towards the wooded area.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So we'll do that. Who's
yeah,
in the
left
sidecar?
left the treasure.
Kvrty will be in the sidecar.
All right.
I'll grab a hold of your thighs,
Montana. Squeeze
so I
'ems.
so I don't fall off.
Give me them squeeze-ems.
There's also his Kfor you could wrap around.
No.
Okay. So you guys start riding west. Do a wisdom check for me.
With our goggles and our scarves.
Is
this a
sanity check?
Nope, just a wisdom check.
17.
16.
So everybody but Kvrty feels very odd while you guys are driving. It almost seems like you're having lapses in time.
It's those surprise boners from the reverberation of the bike.
In terms of like you're driving along and then all of a sudden you're in a totally different terrain for a couple seconds, then all of a sudden you're in another different terrain, but you're being chased by like these weird creatures, and then bloop, blinks back out of it. Kvrty doesn't seem to notice anything different, but Richard and Montana both seem to notice this weird jumping in time as you travel. And what feels like maybe a minute to you guys, all of a sudden you're at the tree line. Although the woods are,
Lovely, dark, and deep.
no, they're surprisingly vacant of undergrowth. It's just the trees. Everything else is barren. The trees are about 3 feet apart, so
Are
you
they-
could drive the motorcycle slowly between everything.
Are
if
they
you
pine
want.
trees?
No, we already discussed these are not pine trees.
Oh.
They're deciduous.
Yeah. But
You're
they're upside
deciduous.
down, so it's the roots that are sticking up
Yeah.
the top. And everything.
Weird.
Yeah. But
Yes.
they almost look like, you know when you have paint that's been on a wall too long and starts to peel and
Looks
sort of like-
delicious.
Yes.
It's all that delicious lead.
That. These are what the trees look like. It almost looks like the paint is coming off the trees. And it's just starting to like fray and fall apart a bit. That's what you notice.
Like an abandoned amusement park.
But when you hit the woods, it almost feels like time sort of normals back out, except for Kvrty, who noticed nothing,
Keeps on skipping.
into the future.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
He does.
Yeah.
Rick, did you see that?
That was really weird.
What are you guys talking about? We're at the trees.
We were hopping in and out of realities and time, and
No,
then things
I-
were chasing us, and you were just laughing.
I was thinking of a funny joke, but it's been hours. We have driven to the forest. You
It's
guys
been
are
like-
strange.
It's been like a minute and a half.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe you want to drive us around these tree things so we can find a city and see what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
So you've noticed that when you've approached the woods, everything has sort of calmed down a little bit. The ground has become more solid. The sky has lightened a little. The temperature has risen a few degrees. So it seems like things are changing back towards the way when they came, but very, very slowly.
Maybe we shouldn't think as hard.
Do you think that was because we were creating things with our imagination?
Well, that only started happening after we started imagining.
Well, it also only started happening when there were less of us, so maybe many minds make a safe space. Instead of 3 good, 4 better.
I'm gonna start driving.
Okay. So,
What? I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
so are you driving as quickly as you can through these woods, or just cautiously?
We're gonna be cautious.
Okay,
I don't want us to snag at a tree.
sure.
And
Could we
lose
imagine a
route.
buzzsaw on the front?
No more imagining.
But I don't have my hand sanitizer.
Oh, is that your butthole?
A 23 to imagine some Purell.
You imagine as large a container of Purell as you... Actually, it's attached to the motorcycle. It's got a little,
Hand
spout
poop.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can literally just...
I washed my hand.
Yeah, it's right there
Whiskey.
next to you sitting. And yeah, the temp drops a couple degrees and the sky gets a little darker.
We're putting a moratorium
It's a little colder.
on imagination. We're thinking inside the box from now
Okay.
Just
on.
a little bit, though.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Kvrty, stop thinking.
He never thinks.
Okay,
Drool
I
comes out
am a
of his mouth.
vegetable.
we're gonna keep going.
I'm a walking, talking vegetable.
Imagine
Call me
yourself
Terry
as a vegetable.
Shivo. All right, so you're heading through the woods. Feel free to do any particular type of check you'd like to do.
Just some perception. See
Just
what,
keep
see
an
what
eye
can
out.
Be seen. 19.
19.
Also 19.
You both feel like you're being watched while you drive through the woods. You don't feel any impending danger, but you feel like you're being watched.
I'm gonna slow us down a little bit and instruct Montana and Kvrty to keep their eyes peeled. And oh god, and he's blind. Great, that's great.
He put the Purell in his eyes. It's not great.
No, I
It
don't want to
focuses.
face
It focuses my vision.
My future's 8. And then he
Just-
eats out some woman on the bike, he imagines.
Yeah,
Just
just keep looking around.
Kurt is not a sexual being. It's a Sven. He's the one who has all the sex. I'm just a gatherer
of
it.
sex.
Of the women.
of the women for
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 Sven.
Sven.
That's where cat herder came from. Because he was the pussy herder. And then they had to, make that a little more PC. Herding cats.
It's like
that's
herding
what it
cats.
was. Yeah.
It's really just gathering
Pussy for Sven.
loose
Whale dick.
women.
Well, they will be.
Soon to be loose women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what did you say you're doing, as you driving
Keeping
through the
our
woods?
eyes
Just
peeled.
keeping your eyes peeled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just constantly feel this feeling that someone's watching, but you, again, don't feel any danger. Eventually, if you drive through the woods for about an hour, the woods sort of crest onto a hilltop. It goes down so you can see this valley as it opens up a little bit. It's not like a super deep valley, but you can definitely get more lay of the land. And it seems like there's a few different settlements in this area. There is a sort of a wooden settlement, but also has sort of a elegant feel to it, even though it's made of wood.
Elves. Got it.
You can see in the distance there's like this large purplish looking ocean, and there seems to be a port city. That's the furthest away. And then you can also see
Port City on the Jelly Bay.
the woods. If you look to the left a little bit, it looks like the woods get more dense and viney, and there seems to be this large pillar sticking out of it. So it looks like there may be some
Nice
kind of a
tower.
city in there. But you can't get a real good look.
Phallic City.
And then to the right, it looks like the woods open up into a desert. And in the middle of the, like directly smack dab in the middle of the desert, there appears to be another small city. And then scattered around, there seems to be ruins.
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 So do we want to go to the Elven Hamlet, Port Wine Derby, or Phallic Delphia?
Kvrt likes the water.
Which one's the closest?
The wood.
The wood.
Wood town.
We'll just stop in Woodtown on our
Woodsburg.
way.
Woodsbury.
Woodsbury, yeah.
Woodsbury.
On
Are
our
you
way
crazy? The price of whale bloober will be insane there.
Angela
Starboard
Woodsbury.
port.
Gotta go straight to the source.
You
We're not here for blubber.
And you don't like the sea. You believe the sea is non-existent, right? That's the thing with you. It's like a
Yeah.
flat
Ocean.
flat
Yeah,
ocean.
flat ocean, yeah.
It's there. It's just flat.
It's just 20 feet deep.
Everywhere.
Yeah. The whales just flatten out in the water.
Flat whales.
Yeah, flat whales.
Flat Whale Society.
So you're heading towards the wood town then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, again, as you're traveling, and as you go more towards the wood town, you get more of that feeling that you're being watched. But it definitely has more of a, not like you're in danger, but that whatever's watching seems very prickly about that particular place.
Certainly malevolent.
Well, maybe we should burn it down then.
It is made of wood.
It takes about a half an hour to drive your motorcycle down there. As you approach, you can definitely tell that this is a very strange place. Everything's made of... It looked like wood from a distance, but it kind of looks like...
Ivory.
No.
People.
Hemp a bit?
Ooh, I love this town already.
Everything is hemp.
It's Pottsburg.
But like layers of hemp, and there are cat statues everywhere.
We should burn it.
And there are the buildings. You don't really see the buildings sticking out over the top of the walls, but there is a wall that goes around. And the gate itself are two cats with a big ball of yarn in the middle.
Well, let's go somewhere else.
And the gate knockers, they're basically just cat paws.
I say we check this place out.
Yes,
I
agree.
I want to check out them knockers.
Should we put it to a vote?
Do you think there's a place to tie up our metal horse?
Bet we could imagine one.
We shouldn't do that.
There's
Shouldn't,
probably
but
a
we can.
post, and we could just tie it.
I'll just take the keys.
It's true.
What if someone imagines our keys?
They don't know the
There's
teeth.
apparently no point in locking anything in this place if you can just imagine anything, so just leave it out
I'm still going to take the keys.
and take the keys.
Yeah. By the way, oh god.
And I rack around.
All right, so we're going to park outside,
Walk up to the gate,
and I'm going to
fondle them knockers.
roll to fondle. Someone else should do it.
I just knock on the gate.
Like a normal fucking person.
So when you knock on the gate, right where the knocker was hitting, there's a...
An eye hole.
like it's not an eye hole, but it's a
A
circular
slit.
patch that looks an awful lot like a picture of a cat, like a cat's head, and it sort of opens up like you would a viewport, and this older woman with just crazy hair in all directions just pokes her head in there, and she's like, "Yes, a visitor."
So it's the Crazy Cat Kingdom?
A little bit.
I love it.
I vote we leave.
What are we
Good.
doing here?
Good after whatever it is.
Have you come for the fight pits?
What?
The fighting pits. We're gonna watch children fight animals.
Yes.
Yes, I would like to
Absolutely.
make a large bet.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, come on in.
Okay.
Do you
Opens
have
the door, the gate, I should say,
Uh-huh.
and as soon as the gate opens, you immediately notice that it is almost shoulder to shoulder, just house cats everywhere. It's just this whole town is filled with cats.
Can I have a pint of cat's milk?
Well, of course you can. Go to the local inn. You can get the finest cat's milk.
Do you have fermented cat's milk?
No, I'm pretty sure that will kill you.
You won't know till you try, but in the right process, you add the cat urine to it to cut the ammonia, to cleanse it.
You take it up with the chef.
Schwef Cattington.
Yeah, sure, yes.
We have Cat Kvass.
Cat Vassier.
Cat
Cat
Vassier.
Vassier.
So yeah, when you enter this town,
VSOC.
Skooma.
it's easy to tell that all this hempy stuff, it's all like a scratching post.
Yeah.
Everything is made of it. So there's just cats climbing all over everything. They're scratching on everything.
Excuse me.
It smells heavily of cat piss.
Are you the mayor of Cathbert?
No, I'm just the doorkeeper.
So how do you travel around without stepping on cats? Do you just lay down and they take you where you need to go?
No, you just walk really slowly and then shuffle.
Shuffling.
Yeah, just shuffle your way through the cats, but don't hurt them.
Okay. I'm gonna begin shuffling. Where's the inn?
Commence the shuffle.
Where's the inn?
Oh, the inn is conveniently located directly next to the gate.
Oh.
Are there?
And it's the inn itself is shaped like a giant fat cat, but it's one of those like lucky cats with the waving hand.
Do we enter through the anus?
Oh, you told my question.
No, you enter through the barbed cat dick door.
It's a shame you're not on Reddit because right now there's a big Garfield push going.
Yeah, I'm sorry, John.
Man, it's
And
so
it's Cthulhu?
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's Cthulhu-based Garfield
Oh, nice.
that happens inside the mind of John. It's wonderful.
I shuffle with a 9.
You're a little rough in your shuffling, and the cats are not super happy about it. As
Just
you
spitting on me and shit. Yeah.
spraying.
What cats do you know that spit? So they're marking you for dead.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I'm making it out of here.
I don't think you're gonna make it in the pits.
Dick Nipples and Dixon both going to be casualties here.
You notice that the only other races here are humans and cats. Just humans and cats. The only adults are crazy-looking old ladies, and everyone else are kids. But none of the kids look particularly happy to be there. They're all just scooping up cat shit. And shackled.
Because they're fighting pit slaves, right?
Not these particular
No,
ones.
okay,
These are
never
the
mind.
cleaning slaves.
Yeah, these are the house children,
Yeah.
not the pit children.
Yeah, there's a difference. Yeah.
Pit boys.
No. Is the inn right by the fighting pit too?
No, the fighting pit seems to be right smack dab in the middle of town, with all these tall, very ominous-looking cat statues just perched over top of this cage.
Kvrty will
like
start
a dome.
Shuffling to the Cat Thunderdome.
Okay.
I thought we were going to go to the inn.
You can go to the inn.
All right. You
Okay.
can just go.
I'm also going to the inn.
Okay.
So we're going to go to the inn.
Kvrty shuffles
Goodbye,
off.
Kvrty.
What are you two doing? So when you guys go into the inn, there's no doors on any of these buildings because the cats just need to be free to come and go as they please. So, yeah, the inn especially smells of cat piss. And there are litter boxes around the sides of the entire building. It's almost like you would see a frame or like a molding of a house, but it's litter boxes.
It's a moat of turds.
Yeah, and it's just constant children just removing feces as cats watch the children remove it so they can replace it with shit. But the cats maintain eye contact. And if the child tries to look away, another cat comes over and just smacks him in the face. The child has to watch. So yeah, so you go in and you see that. And there's a crazy looking old lady with...
Meow, are you doing today?
Oh, that was a great joke. I love cat puns. You guys are a little old to be here.
We're children at heart,
Oh,
and
you don't say.
we're crazy about cats.
Oh, that's
We
cool.
love them. We're just experiencing, our fursona.
We're all going through menopause.
Worth it! This whole fucking town is worth one joke! Oh, God. He's been holding it! He's been holding it in his hand!
No, I actually just thought of that this instant.
God
I was
damn
like,
it, Dennis!
menopause.
Is that why there's no men here?
No,
You're on your manopause.
that's right. They don't really like the cats so much. What can I get for you? I like the way you suck that straw. Want to suck my big old clit?
No. It reminds me of Mac's wife, Sheila.
It's barbed like a cat.
Yeah, what?
What?
Your name is Barbed like
No,
a cat?
the clit. The clitoris is barbed like a cat.
Can I get a margarita with rimmed in dander?
Yeah. Yeah.
So she just gets you
It's a fancy fucking inn.
like
What's
a
the
milk
fucking
bottle
problem?
and
Yeah.
fills it with the one giant. Looks like you know how gerbil cages have the big water tubes, but it's just filled with like this weird milk.
She salts the glass, but it's litter
Yeah.
instead of salt in the
Yeah.
end of it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And then a spritz of cat hair around the sides.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then
I'm gonna sample
stirs it with her finger and then
Yeah.
goes,
Here you go.
That will be $10.
That'll be 10 qualahu.
What?
You don't have any qualahu?
I don't know what qualahu
That's
is.
the currency here in town.
Where do you get qualahu?
Services.
Oh.
Get to cleaning that shit.
I'm just gonna...
That'll earn you 3 qualahu per hour.
Montana.
I've seen enough.
We're gonna have dirty cat water. That's free. We use it to bathe the cats.
she's licking the mange on her arms because
So
it's all overgrown.
So what's in that town by Jelly Bay?
Yeah, who are your neighbors?
The neighbors?
Like, there's the phallic Delphia with a big, tall penis thing in the woods.
Oh, that's the jungle city of Halanath.
Can you spell that?
H-A-L-A and North. T-H.
Excellent. That's- okay.
Meanwhile, outside, I need Kvrty to roll a sleight of hand check.
I wasn't going to be doing it sneakily.
Oh, you just
Gonna
okay.
hold him up.
All right. So Kvrty wanders over to a group of 4 children. They're all shackled,
Cleaning
And-
shit.
and they're cleaning shit. Yeah.
Or maybe they're scrubbing the old litter clean so that they're breaking the pea clumps up.
Well, it
And-
turns out the whole floor of this town is made of wood, so they're just constantly scrubbing out the piss stains from the cats.
Excuse me, children.
Yes?
How much money do you make per hour doing that?
3 qualoons.
Is that a lot?
Not really.
Well, give it to me anyway.
Oh my god!
They put their mouth on the barrel.
Please end it for me, sir. I've been cleaning piss all night.
I promise to, if you give me your money.
But you shoot us and then you can take the money.
I don't know what it looks like or where it is.
It's in our secret pockets.
Just give me the money first. Crit 20. Persuasion?
Intimidation.
Yeah, it'd be more intimidation.
No,
You have
they have no fear of death. I can't intimidate. That's
That's
persuading
true.
them.
That's very true. Very
Yeah,
true.
so they go, fine! And they just reach underneath of them somewhere and they pull out this wad of, looks like hard candy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got hair stuck to it and it's all just gooey. And you just, in your hand.
That's all my qualoons from this whole night.
From all of them?
Well, each
You
one
said
gives
that-
you a
okay.
handful.
Sweet.
So
How many would I have?
you have a total of probably 30 qualoons.
30.
I thought it was Qualahoo.
Qualoons.
Well, back to work. I'll see you at the pits.
Sons.
Is there maybe a place I could set up a spay and neuter stand? Sven, spay and neuter?
Yes, it's directly behind you.
It's a wall of axes.
It's over by the inn.
Would you like to be employed at my spay and neuter stand?
No,
Rusty scissors.
but it's already there. If you look, it's right there.
If I'm thinking a hostile takeover,
I don't know. They look like some pretty
It
tough
already
customers.
says Sven, spade, and neuter.
well, shit.
If you turn to look at it, all the children just jump on you.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's why I'm not doing
Okay. Damn it.
that. Turn and look over there. No.
Nope. Keeping eye contact.
I said back to work.
Son of a bitch.
They just keep going back to scrubbing. And the cats just turn, raise their tail, and just right in their faces. Just a little spritz.
I shuffle off backwards, slowly towards the inn.
Okay. All right, you do. There is no spay and neuter. Sven spay and neuter. There's not. That's not.
Yeah, also, I don't think the denizens of this place would look very kindly upon it, since they
probably not.
want to breed the cats all the time.
Sure. As you go towards the inn or whatever, and the other guys are already in the inn, we're going to take a break. Hey listeners, this is Dennis, World's Most Okayest DM, here to talk to you once again about patreon.com/bot. Look, you guys already know this fucking shtick, but here's something you may or may not already know. Botched Podcast will be performing live in person in Atlanta, Georgia for DragonCon 2019, and if you're wondering when that is, that's Labor Day weekend, which is right smack between the end of August and beginning of September. We will be performing live August 31st, which is a Saturday, at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the Crystal Ballroom. So get some tickets, sneak in, I don't give a shit, come check out the show, have some shots and some drinks, because yes, we will be serving alcohol to those of age at the show. Hint, it's gonna be batshit fucking crazy. So come check it out. I guess also you can head on over to patreon.com/botchpodcast and, subscribe. Anywhere between $1 to $40. What are the different levels, you might be asked? Well, go fucking check it out, you lazy pieces of shit. Why do I gotta tell you everything? God damn. And I suppose you can also support the show at twitch.tv/botchpodcast, twitch.tv/GSTmedia, twitch.tv/imaginary nomad, twitch.tv/comrade kale, and twitch.tv/chilidog5. Whatever. There's lots of fucking ways to support the show, so why don't you do it already? Jesus! It's like I do everything around here. Back to the fucking show. And we're back. All right. So back in the inn, we have Richard and Montana. What are you guys doing? I mean, you didn't get a drink because you
regretting our decision to come in here.
I walk out.
I'm gonna leave.
You guys leave and happen to run right into Kvrty,
Oh, hey,
You see him
Kvrty.
backing up into you.
who's shuffling backwards into the...
Shotgun still
I
drawn.
I gently put my hands on his hips. Hi, Kvrty. Hey, baby.
Hello?
Make these cats run screaming.
I guess I can
Richard.
take the beat off of these children now. Friends, I've gotten us Tven Quaaludes each.
Sweet.
Those are pills.
Awesome.
All right.
I distribute the currency evenly in between
Cool.
me and my
He
friends.
gives you these 10 gooey, sticky, hard
Oh.
candy-looking things.
These are Qualahoons.
Yes, we should use them to make more of them by betting on the pitting fight. I don't know.
Well, let's go watch children murder animals.
Yes,
Or vice versa.
for our entertainment.
Okay. So you're just heading straight over to the fighting pits then?
Yeah,
Sure.
for the pit boys.
And if you head towards the pits, there is a bit of a crowd. I would say probably about 20 of these old, crazy-looking ladies. And if you get closer, you can see that in this pit is about... It's set down in about 15 feet, so it's not like super, super deep, but it's...
Tall enough for the children not to escape.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's, this seems more like it's a kitty litter sand. It's like, it would be sand, but it's actually kitty litter down there.
Mm-hmm.
And there are small children. They're all cut up and bleeding. There's little bits and pieces of kids all over the place. There's one child that's like off to the side, just like missing its lower half.
Nice.
That
an
reminds
arm.
me of my friend from before. I don't
Dixon.
remember his name.
Dixon would have loved this.
Yes, Dixon Half-Legs.
And there's one child in the middle who is surprisingly jacked, like huge. Small child head, but huge upper torso and then tiny little child legs with huge smile on his face as he's just twisting the head off of this strange-looking creature that you've never seen before. It looks like it has a head on both ends, and the head looks each of the heads sort of looks like a cross between a boar and a camel head. It's really weird looking. But he's got his legs wrapped around the one lower head, snapping that one while he's also twisting and breaking the top one, while humming a jaunty tune.
So, does it look like there's a place where I can start placing bets?
There is an old, one of the crazy old ladies towards the entrance of the pit itself.
Mhm.
Has she's up on a bit of like a not a pedestal, but a stand, sort of.
Like a soapbox.
Almost like a soapbox, yeah, and she's taking bets, and there's like a little board behind her. And there's one name across the top that just seems to... Everyone keeps betting against it, but it's not working out. All the other names are crossed out.
I want to bet on him. The big one.
Yeah, I'm all in.
The fight's already over. You gotta wait till the next fight.
Well,
When's
we
that
want the
gonna-
next fight.
When is the next fight?
In 5 minutes.
I'm all in.
Okay?
For
All in for
Tedward Cutsworth?
Yes.
Detective Baby Legs.
Detective Baby Legs.
That's the big boy.
Okay.
All in.
How many qualahoons?
I've got 10 Qualahoo.
Ooh, 10. All right. She makes a note. Easy money for the bookie. Oh, I'm talking out loud.
Yes, for me too. Also 10.
10. All right. Great. Bunch of stupid people.
Also 10
All right.
on Baby Legs.
Baby Legs. Got it. The next fight will start in 5 minutes. Feel free to get your snacks.
But I already spent all of my money.
Oh, that's a shame.
We could just eat the cats, right?
Yeah.
She's busy dealing with other people.
Well,
Cat snack.
just gonna sit here, smoke a cigarette, drink some bourbon.
Okay. While you wait for the fight to start.
Yeah.
Anybody else doing anything before the fight starts?
See, pull a card.
No.
Okay.
Pull a card.
Well, yes, I will draw a tarot card. Forgot the Knight of Wands. Put it on Tedward.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
The entire group, for one turn, gets a plus 1d6 plus 1 damage to their attacks.
Well, I consider that child to be part of the group because I'm wagering money on him.
Sure, Tedward.
1d6 plus 1.
1d6 plus 1 to your attacks for the next round.
He gets 5 attacks. And legendary actions.
Assuming the fight starts in the next 6 seconds. Which it doesn't.
I'm going to hold an action.
Holding. So eventually they clean up the area and they say, "Ladies and ladies, it's time for the last fight of the day. Excuse yourself. And, well, this young whippersnapper seems to not want to die. So if he can make it out of this, he's earned his freedom, as is customary here in Uthar. So,
Thought it was Fruity Land.
who wants to see this fuck get murdered?" And they're like, "Yes, kill the child, kill the child. Meow, meow."
Piss is spraying like arcs, just...
Yeah, it's like confetti.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We have, from the far corners of the world, a moon beast. And they're like, "Oh, let's see if this fuck can fight a moon beast. Moon beast!"
And then
It's a dog stuffed inside a big styrofoam ball.
wandering out from a cage is this quadruped. Walks sort of like a gorilla, but the head of it is just this mass of tentacles that drags on the ground. And it's black colored with red tentacles. And the eyes are sort of just sunken into the side of its head. It's very muscular looking. But it has pants on, which is weird.
Yeah, it's Tristan.
Sure. When I think
Before he gets
muscular, I
blacked
think
out.
Tristan.
It was more of the red tentacles
Coming
and the
from his
sunken
face.
eye.
And the wearing pants.
Sure.
No shirt.
Tristan's always wearing pants. So yeah. So the moon beast wanders out and gets about 5 feet away from Tedward and just stands there. And you hear this weird gurgling, laughing kind of sound where it's like a ha ha ha, but also with a it's really weird. But yeah. And there's a couple other moon beasts now that you notice off to the side that are just sort of banging on the cage, and they're like, "Well, fuck him up, fuck him up, fuck him up. Rip that child apart." All of a sudden you hear this, because it's a cat, it's a giant cat toy. They shake it, so it makes it. That means go. And then the fight begins. So Tedward.
Should we roll initiative?
Sure. Dun, 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 dun,
I got a 15.
dun, 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 dun. He got a 1.
He got a monster one.
He got a 1.
This is gonna be fun.
I got a 1.
All right, so you're up
Down it
first,
come.
Tedward.
All right. So I only have my dagger, my cloak. Do I have like my starting gear? That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, you can have your starting gear.
Okay. And I would figure I would have some sort of
Shield.
not shield, but
Another
Net.
You can have a small child shield.
I figured I'd be wearing some sort of armor made of cat hide.
No, not wearing armor.
What do you want my
cat.
what do you want my AC to be?
I'm gonna say your AC is normal 10 plus Dex plus
I mean, clearly
3.
you have a ribcage shield of one of the children that
Yeah,
died.
I'll take
made of
what-
bones
all
of
right,
kids
that's fine,
and
that's fine.
monsters and shit.
You look like a jacked Rufio, covered in bones.
Rufio was jacked and covered in bones.
Not anymore. He's a tub.
Because you killed him.
All right, I'm going to try to. I'm already in hit. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not leaving his hitbox.
Sure.
I'm going to move around and try to make my way. I'm just going to try to stab him in the side of the
neck. Okay. Cold shot -2.
You just stab him without a cold shot.
I'm just going to stab him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a 19 to hit,
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
and then 7 damage.
All right. So you stab this guy or thing, whatever it is, in sort of what you're guessing is like an upper shoulder region, like up on the top. It's like his back plus his shoulder. I don't know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense anatomically. But you stab him, and he sort of lets out this.
First blood. Like he's gonna come.
Is he considered humanoid?
Barely.
Is he considered an old god?
No.
Okay. All right.
So he's going to sort of gorilla, where he like rises up and tries to like smash you with his
Sure.
Ground pound.
the old ground and pound. Does a 15 hit
Yes.
you?
He
You get
does-
your +2 AC for your shield, bro?
I have a shield?
We started
child
that.
shield.
Yeah, remember? Ribcage
ribcage
shield?
You wanted a ribcage shield, yeah.
Yes.
So
So
you have
does
an
it
AC
hit
of
you?
16.
No.
Okay. So you manage to just sort of sidestep out of the way, sashay, if you will, as this giant fucking gorilla monster looking thing just smashes into the ground right next to you, creating this little cloud of dust and an indentation in the ground.
As he comes down, I'm going to grab him and start climbing onto his back.
Grapple check?
16.
Yes. You manage to get up onto his back.
Can I then stab down with my dagger?
Yeah, let's go for an attack.
I miss with a 5.
Okay, he's shaking around a little bit too much, and you swing, but it's kind of awkward with your shield and everything while you're hanging on.
Phil, reroll. I'm using a luck point from my lucky feat.
You can make other people reroll? No. Did not know that was a thing.
You don't have to
draw a
use it
card,
on
too?
yourself.
Well,
If an enemy hits, I can have them reroll it and take the lower one.
I thought I don't know.
Can Kvrty draw a card for him, too?
You can.
Judgment.
Do. What's judgment?
Tedward's dead.
Judgment. Yeah, everyone is smited.
Smitten.
I smite everybody.
Smitten
in
with
the
my
village.
kitten.
I love that pose.
Roll a d6 twice.
Kvrty will roll
Don't add them together.
2 and then asphyx. John is hit by lightning.
No. Your con and your charisma are both increased by 1 permanently.
Mine?
Yeah.
Kvrty feels good.
Jesus Christ. He's gonna end this
Well,
game.
you said you were casting it at Tedward.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I was trying to fix the fight.
So yeah, Tedward will get a +1 permanently to your con and your charisma.
Is that a magical increase?
Yes.
Mhm.
So you can go past 20 if you have
But
it.
21 is also
Doesn't
not
matter.
doesn't
Doesn't
Keep
do
drawing
shit.
cards. And what was the other one?
Charisma.
con charisma.
It's a 19.
Jesus.
And I come down with a 16. No, a 19.
It's
And I do 6 damage.
ooh 6 damage. You stab him in the back of the headish region.
And I cackle. That's not how I cackle. That's a goblin.
You cackle.
I do some cackle.
Cackle.
You cat call?
That's
I
my
cackle. Yeah.
that's my keggle cackle. So then it'll be its turn. It's going to try and throw you off, so strength check.
18.
You manage to hang on. As this thing is like up in the air and sort of rearing back, trying to get you off of it, but just all over the place and can't seem to get you off. Other guys in the sides, if they're doing something.
They're getting me off.
I'm going to try and inspire him with, I don't know, a charisma check?
Sure.
Doesn't work.
Great. Good.
I mean, I got a 15.
Hey, fuckboy!
Hey, little bigums man, kill him.
Sure.
You got it. Do it up.
Kvrty draws the Knight of Swords in an attempt to cheat in the gambling ring once more, but he's trying to do it covertly.
Everybody gets a +1 to hit for their next attack. For 1 round.
Cool. Should try to flick a piece of kitty litter in the monster's eye.
A laser pointer.
Yeah.
Back around to Tedward.
Put the laser pointer on the monster and all the cats murder it.
Yeah. As I'm swinging on his back,
Okay.
I'm going to try to stab him again.
Okay.
I miss.
Alrighty. So Monster this time is going to sort of jump up in the air and then try and body slam you into the
Do I
ground.
have a dex or a...
You can...
Well, I mean, it's going... no, I don't know. How do you want to handle this?
I figured I'd treat it as an attack.
Okay.
If it misses, you just sort of fall off to the side and
Sure.
don't take it.
Yep.
That's gonna hit. You're gonna take... Are you ready for this one?
2 damage.
4 damage. As I rolled min. As you now have this large, about 600-pound creature laying on top of you. Just laying there. So then it'll be back around to the gallery
Cheater
here.
section?
Yeah, the cheater section. Let's see if anyone's noticing you cheat by pulling cards.
Yeah, should I roll a stealth check on that?
Sure. Roll your stealth check.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand? Yeah. Let's go with sleight of hand.
Okay.
I'm not proficient in it. Do I get a +2 because I know it's a dream?
No.
I'm stealthing with a 9.
Wouldn't have mattered even if you had
Yeah.
it. Very quickly, you feel a poke in your side.
Kvrty is
As
my name.
there's 2 older ladies. We know what to do with cheaters.
Throw him in the pit.
Come with us.
Throw him in the pit.
No, that'd be too much of an advantage. Unless somebody else wants to get in the pit and fight these 2 fucks.
Excuse me, ladies. I don't know what you think you saw, but I was doing a magic trick for my friends. I perform a special card trick for them.
Okay.
I really like magic.
Performance
Tricks.
of
Have you heard of David Blaine?
16. Should I also do persuasion?
He is David Blaine.
Chris Angel, street magic.
No, it doesn't work on the one. The one old lady is woo, but the other one is definitely not buying it.
Would you like me to tell your fortune?
You know, fortune teller, you're a charlatan.
I fan out my tarot cards.
Okay.
And I show her that I am my card-carrying member, leader of the Olsen's Academy of Future Sight.
Okay.
And that I grab her hand real quick.
Okay.
I want to try to read her future.
Okay.
35%. I don't know why I'm rolling a 20 for that.
All right. You see in her future, she's tending to all the cats in town as is customary, but then this large shadow looms over the town, and suddenly everyone is in agonizing pain, drops to the ground, starts shaking and writhing as their bodies just start to dissolve away, and this large figure just walks on by.
Yes, I'm seeing that you are a cat tender. This is true.
Yes, everyone here's a cat tender.
And there's a big giant that walks by, and everyone dies. You're in great danger.
There's no giants in these lands.
And the sky goes black, and you're all melted.
You're a crazy person. I don't believe you.
Well, I do.
Whatever. There's no giants in these lands. There haven't been in thousands of years.
But they are giants, you say.
Thousands of years ago. But they didn't melt people.
Sorry, it's shaking agony. Everybody dead.
She doesn't know what you're talking about.
Well, don't blame me when you're all dead. I tried to warn you.
Whatever. You're going to the jail for you going to the pokey. So yeah, so they I mean you can shotgun
Can I
them.
blow her away?
Hey, they take you to a big bowl of raw salmon.
Ooh, that sounds kind of nice, actually. Is it fermented?
I'm not taking you to a bowl of salmon. We're putting you in jail. For fixing bets.
Friends, you don't want to help me out here at all, maybe? You just gonna sit there?
Wait,
Well,
is he talking to us?
I don't know.
Yeah,
this guy.
why is some guy we don't know talking to us?
I'm just a crazy cat lady.
Same.
Well,
Smokes too much.
looks like you're
Yeah.
going to the pokey. And they just usher you towards the cat jail. As you're taken away.
It's an upside down laundry
I guess I
basket.
could always use my power of imagination to get out.
You could. You can try to imagine something. What do you
I'm
want
gonna go in the jail first because there's nothing real in this world. So
Okay. So they take you to jail and
my
they
mind is free.
they put you in one of those what are those big tall torture boxes that are shaped like a person but they have the spikes on the inside? Iron Maiden. So they take you to an Iron Maiden but it looks like a cat. And on the inside it's just a whole bunch of like cat claws and very pointy, but they're also like not ribbed but serrated.
Doesn't this seem a bit extreme?
Well, we take betting violations very seriously here.
I like to perceive around this place. Like
Okay.
it's just me and these ladies, or we got a crit 20 perception.
Yeah. So these are the two ladies that are bringing you here. There's also two other guards here in the cell area. And then immediately outside the door, there's a fuck ton of cats and, other ladies. But in the room itself, just the four.
Does it look like I'm gonna get injured by going into this thing?
If you don't move, if you stand perfectly still, you'll be totally fine.
Center chi.
Yeah, center your chi.
Okay, I'll go in. You're all. How long I have to stand here? Maybe.
10 days. They look at their sundial, and they tap it a little bit, and they're like,
9 years.
till it gets dark.
9 lives. You have 9 lives?
And how long is that?
Oh, I don't know. It hasn't been dark in years. I mean, you could always wake up.
You cuck.
Why don't you wake up?
Because I live in the Dreamlands. I'm one of the actual residents. You are
don't-
just a visitor.
You're not a real person sleeping.
No.
What if you were?
Well, that's not possible. I don't have a body in your world, quote unquote.
So you're just part of my imagination?
No.
What if I imagine you don't exist?
Could do that.
It's 16 plus wisdom, 20.
How would you like to make her not exist anymore?
Just pop right out.
Just
Yeah.
okay. So she just pops right out of existence and disappears. When you do that, the ground turns very soupy. It gets very, very cold, and the wind picks up to the point where you could see like cats flying by and
Is
shit.
it? Does the sky get dark?
Oh, it's very dark, and
Well, I guess I served my sentence.
there's lightning all over the place.
I say to the other one.
She's not paying you any attention right now. She's running outside the door.
Okay, I just leave too.
Okay.
I go back to the arena.
Well, over by the arena, it's a bit chaotic right now because the entire world is going to hell, it seems. As there's this strange, it reminds you of lightning, but it's not lightning. It almost looks liquidy as it sort of pours quickly towards the earth, but when it hits the earth, it explodes in random directions all over the place.
It's
And
like
whenever
nacho cheese. I got it.
Sure, whatever. Lightning nacho cheese.
If lightning for nacho cheese.
Yeah, and when it hits something, it makes it explode into this weird, puffy, flaming thing. It's weird. It's
What if we all just-
It's like snakes, the fireworks snakes. You know, when you light it, it's this weird, puffy, ashy thing. Sort of
very
looks like
weird.
that. Yeah.
What if
very
we all
strange.
just imagined the world was normal again?
You could try.
I don't want to.
Okay.
We can just wait for this to pass because it seems to go away in ferns.
Sure. So
I'm gonna hide under some cover.
Okay. So everything's going crazy. So no one's paying attention to the fighting pits anymore.
So I jump into the pit,
Well, there's a gate on it.
but it's just like,
It's a fighting.
You said it was open.
yeah.
No, it has a dome over it. It's
Oh.
like a gate because the cat statues are like laying on top of the
So
entire.
I go through the gate.
It's got a lock on it.
I break the lock.
With what? Your sheer strength?
Hand axe.
Mine.
TPK.
Okay. What'd you roll?
Hey,
You tink it. Nothing happens.
little baby legs, come over here. Break this lock. Let's get out of here.
Is the monster still?
He's distracted at the moment as the whole world's going crazy.
Hey, Mooney, do you want to get out of here too, bud? Come on, come on, let's go to the moon.
It charges towards the gate.
Oh, fuck! I'll
And
dex
just-
out of the way. Crunch!
He's a crunchy.
Yeah, I squanch out of the way.
Yeah, he wheels back and fucking punches the gate with one of its large front legs, and it just ting, and the whole thing flies off.
Why couldn't you do that to the little boy? Yes, he's very fast.
You're still a great moon beast. Be free with your moon beast breath. Free them and be gone. Go back to the moon.
To the moon escalator.
They run over towards this, like, it looks sort of like an old-timey carriage, and then it just takes off and goes towards the moon.
What the fuck?
Pretty sweet.
Can we come with you?
Not even rocket-powered. Doesn't have horses or anything. It just
Not rocket power.
just
No
goes.
wings.
Are there
Zeus?
sleigh bells?
Woogity, 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 woogity.
Yeah, just goes.
That was awesome. Hey, little boy,
Yeah.
come with us.
If you want to live,
I think
While you guys are having that chat, the moon beast that took off in their carriage, yeah, that liquid nacho cheese lightning hits their carriage. It's a bad time.
like slinkies coming out of the sky.
Yeah, just ashen slinkies just rain down and crush cats, and it's just chaos.
God, those poor moonies.
The earth, like I said, is very soupy, but it's also getting hot and bubbly. It's boiling the cats alive,
Wonderful.
and it's very, very hot on your legs, even though the air itself is very, very cold.
We should maybe.
We should go now.
I'm gonna grab all the Qualahu.
We don't need
From-
the money
from
of
the
this
bookie
town.
stand.
This
Okay.
town is destroyed. You don't need the money.
And
you can't
run.
eat it. You can't breathe it.
Run back to the motorcycle.
Yeah,
Okay.
Come on, baby legs.
come on.
do I have any modes of transportation, or am I just gonna sit on their lap?
There's another seat
There's
in the motorcycle.
Plenty of space in the
It's
compartment.
got some
with
guts
me.
on it. Oh, no, that's right.
I know.
You made a new motorcycle.
Yeah, but he can just sit in the sidecar with me,
Sure he could.
or
Sit on-
ride.
Sit on the lap of the weird Norwegian man I just met.
You
Yeah,
can
why
ride on the or whatever.
The
it was.
salad? Is
the
that what you call
salamander?
your
What's
dick?
it?
Your salamander dick?
Sidecar?
The salamander.
The iguana
iguana. You can sit on the iguana.
of death.
Yeah, it's like a Sibian.
Yeah, no, I'll
Just
do
sit on
that.
it.
It doesn't matter. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
This
We
place
would-
was great until you guys showed up.
Oh, you sound like you're from New
Oh
York.
well, yeah, no, you know.
Do you happen to live in an orphanage next to it?
That's not. I don't know you. Can we
church.
go? I mean, this is.
I'm trying to get to
We're
the
running
Give you
and
my
talking.
social security.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you haven't noticed, you guys came up, you started doing weird stuff, and now the world is dying. So thanks.
This isn't the world.
This is my world. This is the world I live in.
No.
What?
Athletics with a crit 20 again. This is
what?
my
We-
time to crit. To run away.
Run
To
away.
outrun the motorcycle.
No, to get to the motorcycle. We're still in the town.
This guy's 15.
It's like my third crit
16
this
to run
episode.
away.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry.
Oh.
Use your unlucky point to make him reroll.
Oh. He just falls into the
He
cat.
does have an unlucky point.
But now I have a lucky point, right?
No, not yet. You have 2 more. Before you.
Are those my first 3 crits of the season?
No, you have 8 crits total.
You already used one.
Yeah, you used your luck point already.
Yep.
I don't remember that.
Okay. I cross them out as you use them, so.
All right, so yeah, no,
Sure I do.
I'm leaving.
Yeah, you're
I'm out of here with
out.
these. No, it's okay. No, I'm leaving.
Come on, little boy.
Yeah.
You can sit on my lap.
We
Nope.
got hot candy for you.
Nope.
You can be between Montana and myself.
You
By
can
the
sit
way,
on my lap.
You can call me Dick Nipples.
I'm not gonna do that.
Whatever. Or Papa. My wife,
Hello,
I
my
stab
name's
him.
Kvrty.
my wife left me. I just come on, let's go.
You're not my dad.
I just
You're not my dad. I get in your salamander and we leave.
Okay.
Hey, so
Vitek Vana, you uncultured's fine.
so little impressionable boy, what's the port town?
And I'm cleaning my knife.
Sure.
Like, it's a pelt of cats that I've made.
A cat rag.
It's a pelt of scalps of the other children who have passed away.
That's better, yeah.
Port town? No, I don't. This is all I know. This is all I know here.
The goopy ground is about 4 inches, so the bike is having some trouble going.
I imagine Pegasus wings to go
No.
on side of.
That already has wings. Shut up.
Okay, well, fine. I don't imagine nothing.
Does it have wings?
There's
No.
a button that extends wings.
Glider wings, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We said that.
It's got glider wings.
Yeah, we
Cool.
ain't gliding. These don't flap.
Gliding requires
You know how gliding works?
Yeah, but
self-propelled lift.
it
and then
gives us more
fall.
service areas so you don't sink.
Yeah, no, yeah, great.
gets
We
to
can
the-
have more goop come around us and bring us down quicker. You're really good. Why don't you look into the future, you dumb dick?
Okay, I will. I already saw a giant that kills everybody,
You
but
can do that.
I'm gonna look into this future.
You saw the. What'd you see? What do you see?
A
What do you
giant colossus comes and the sky gets very dark and everybody shivers to death.
see? The old god Odith.
Is,
Half man, half dog.
sure?
Seems like a good boy.
Is that what I saw?
What you see yourself imagining a
Odithal.
wingaling dragon.
Oh, wiggling
A
dragon.
wingaling dragon that carries you away to safety.
Why don't you wait here?
You were right about the wings,
Yeah. Why don't you just wait here and then?
but not Pegasus. We
You-
need dragon wings.
Okay, yeah, great. Your dragon. So why don't you get out?
We got to blow our whole cinematic budget on some winglings for our dragon
I
mobile.
have an elephant.
It just looks like Trogdor instead. That's your budget. It's an S with a beefy arm growing out the back of its neck and wings.
Great. Whatever it takes to get out of here.
That's what I'm drawing on in the sand to show what I saw in my future.
Sand.
This is what's coming.
In the goop.
For you.
Goop. Yeah.
The boiling goop.
Do you see him? It'd be the last thing you ever see.
Who's driving? You driving.
This
Four
famous
eyes.
man
Driving.
who's looking at his hands.
I am driving.
Do better.
Well, I'll
Do
Give
better.
it, give it more gas.
Give it in the gas. I got a 19. 21.
So you sort of rock the bike back and
cat's
forth a bit,
The cat paw.
or the cat paw,
The cat's box.
and
Rock the cat paw?
the cat paw, or the cat's bar.
Yeah, it's like when you pour kitty litter in the ice. We just put lots of cat melted corpses.
Oh yeah, the smell of burning cats is almost as
boiling
bad
cats.
as the smell of boiled piss, as it's just all awful right now. A lot of awful smells just coming together.
Okay, so none of you live in Chinatown, I guess, because I'm used to this.
It just smells like dinner.
I drink there a lot.
You're having trouble getting the bike to go because it's so.
Can I imagine
Thick
a
and goopy.
rocket?
Man,
What's a rocket?
You could try.
they got those.
You don't get the +2 because
rockets.
you don't know it's a dream.
15.
You. All of a sudden, these tubes pop out the back of the bike,
Lava tubes.
and also pedals pop out the sides of the bike. Yeah.
Stop
Montana,
imagining things.
get pedaling.
It makes it worse.
But everything does seem to get a little bit worse.
Can I just use like the stock
Nah.
of my shotgun to like use as a canoe paddle?
You could try, yeah.
I'll try doing that.
When he imagined that, now the goopy boiling stuff is now bubbling and shooting up this scalding
Can everyone
hot
stop
liquid.
imagining things? This is making everything worse.
Yes, I will get a regular job and I will work it until I retire, and then I will own my home, and I'll be happy somehow.
wanna
I'm
watch-
not imagining.
I just want to watch race cars
Kvrty-
and then fall sleep on a couch forever.
Are you my dad?
I love Miller Lite.
It's like all of our dads.
Bush light.
Why don't you look into the future and imagine the
Keystone
song
Light.
Imagine, and then you can just sing that while you guys are...
No, don't.
Every time you say the
We
word
don't have the
imagine,
rights for
something
that?
gets worse.
I don't know what that
So
is.
while he's wasting our time, I'm gonna pull the holy
sprung.
water out that I stole from Dixon's corpse, and try and like pour some on the wheels. Maybe it'll do something.
Yes.
I don't know.
With no imagination, you turn to God. I get it.
Yeah.
It's a good joke.
No, nothing happens. You just Got some of the mud off the wheels that was there.
Well, that's good.
Get a little mud on the tires.
That's right.
What if I put some ashes from the urn in the intake valve?
Try.
I do it.
Okay, roll a d12.
And I draw a tarot card.
And I pull out my gun.
I got a 10.
Okay. Your motorcycle grows 20 feet tall.
Sweet.
Perfect.
Perfect.
That's fucking
Problem
perfect.
solved.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let him finish.
Yeah. So your motorcycle grows 20 feet tall,
Uh-huh.
and it seems like it becomes very scaly and like a greenish color.
Sweet.
Like a dragon that I saw in the future.
Sure, we'll go with the dragon.
I also draw the King of Cups.
Okay. You draw the King of Cups.
King of
These so the so these are
roll a
your
d4.
these are your friends.
3.
God damn it.
Everyone heals 7.
Oh, I needed that.
No, these are more like close proximity workplace associates.
But the problem is the bike is 20 feet tall, so it's grown exponentially. Like, not exponentially, but equally.
Yeah.
So now the handlebars are way out. You guys haven't grown with it. So imagine yourselves on a 20-foot
No imagining.
bike.
You
Not
told me.
imagining.
He was throttling it while he did that, right? So it should be lurching forward.
Montana,
Yeah.
whip the handles and give me them.
Ooh, I got 2.
Exactly. Whip them.
Whip.
Okay.
And then we can send Tedward
Tedward, you gotta hit the gas.
hit the throttle.
Throttle.
Throttle's gonna be a nat 20.
Oh wait, because it's already on, right?
Yeah.
So we don't have to kick
We
it.
don't have to hit the key.
We just have to hold.
Nice.
And the brake is gonna be 22.
Okay, yeah, you get them. All of a sudden, the motorcycle just takes off, but it's this loud, thundering noise, just and just flames shooting out the sides.
Which then everybody falls down and turns into dust, fulfilling your prophecy.
Yes.
So
the
it
flames
just
are burning the entire village behind us.
sure.
Because it's cat hair.
Yeah.
Meow.
So which direction are you guys going?
We're going to the port city, port town.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're going to go fuck that place up next.
Okay. So you ride off through the woods, your bike just going through trees willy-nilly, but whenever you hit the trees, they just sort of slough over to the side like they're made of noodles.
Trees down.
They're just made of noodles.
Trunk trees.
It's like the legs of Montana Jackson. Noodles.
No, he walks now.
Well,
They're pretty noodly though.
Noodleman.
barely.
Noodle knees.
So yeah, so as you guys ride off, as the world is sort of in a bit of chaos, and it's not like it's getting better as you guys go, that's where we're going to call it, as you can see the port town coming up in the future. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Check us out next time.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, and Twitch at Botched Podcast. Thanks to the people who support us over at patreon.com/Botched Podcast, like our newest patron, Curtis Rudder. This episode of Botch was brought to you by the Patreon producers, Big Jim, Black Gary, Josh Stigden, Zukari He, who is Steve, Lousy Apples, and Daniel H. If you have a moment...
If you had a mama.
If you have a mama,
Wait a moment.
head on
You have Moana.
If you like Moana, head on over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review. Like our newest 5-starer,
Great podcast with murder hobos at every turn. 5 stars by Renok Smith. June 12th, 2019. This is the best podcast I have ever listened to. Keep up the great episodes. I can't help but laugh every 5 seconds at these wonderful murder hobos and their attempts at not dying while creating a story that no one could even imagine.
we're not murder hobos, are we?
In the first couple seasons.
We do have homes.
First couple seasons.
Oh yeah, we didn't just wipe out an entire town that we just got to for no reason because I tried to cheat at betting and they caught me after I robbed some children.
Thank you to
At
Gozer.
gunpoint.
Thank you to Gozer for our intro and outro music, and as always,
Meow. Meow. Meow.
meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Meow.
Oh, botched.
Meow.
See you next week,
Meow, meow,
nerds.
Botch Podcast is proudly part of the Giant Size Team Up Network.
For more shows like ours, head on over to www.giantsizeteamup.com.